Hey everybody, happy Thursday. I hope everyone is staying safe out there. So this week for the, Thursday thought or, video to think about, I want to talk about habits and a lot of the habits that you may not think or realize you have, or ones that you even realize you have, but are not the best habits. So to get started, I want to kind of talk about when I used to be a smoker. I started about 18, kind of technically 17, didn't really form the habit until I was 18, and that lasted for about 10 years. So about when I was about 28, I decided to finally quit, like after repeated times of trying to do so and not doing it. One of the ways that got me to quit was thinking about the brain as like a computer to reprogram. Because we are creatures of habit, we like our little routines, and so I would notice certain things that I would do instinctively that would get to trigger my response to have a cigarette. One, for instance, is getting into a vehicle. A lot of smokers smoke when they drive, and so getting into the vehicle is automatically the trigger to say, hey, let's have a cigarette. And so once I started thinking, because nicotine is an addictive substance, but once I started thinking that I'm addicted to the trigger, it was a little bit easier to let go of that habit. Because I could realize, do I really want this cigarette now, or is it because of what I'm doing? There's also the connection of when you drink alcohol and smoke cigarettes. I tried to overload my system by drinking a little bit too much and avoiding the cigarette to essentially retrain my brain to think that you don't need to have these two together. And I mean, so far it's worked. Couple of years, about 3 years without smoking, like 2.5. And so it definitely has helped progress when it came into also my fitness. And so I also started thinking about these little habits and triggers that you can do to yourself to also create good habits. So whenever I was first starting my home workouts, about the time whenever I was quitting smoking, what I had done is I understood that habits can't be built overnight, that they take time to build up to. So for instance, when I would wake up each morning, one, that's a good way to start a good habit, is because you have to wake up. When you go to sleep, you have to wake up at some point. And so when I would wake up, I would meditate. And so I kept that going for about a couple of weeks until I built that as a strong habit, as something I did every day. Then after I would meditate, I started to stretch. So now I have, waking up, meditating, and then stretching. Then I moved to simple home workouts after I established the stretching part, and it just kept on, going to where it was a lot easier to add on these good habits. And, that was something that really, really helped me get into more into fitness, because then once I have established that I exercise as a lifestyle, it is now part of my life. It is something that keeps me healthy. I know that it was time for me to continue on and go to get a gym membership, or because a lot of people like to think that getting the gym membership will start you in there, and it can. Sometimes just stepping into the gym and getting into that atmosphere and buying that gym membership kind of gets you into that mindset. However, just purchasing that, just like purchasing a hammer, isn't going to build a house. You're going to have to start with the foundation. You're going to have to start with the framework, and then, and slowly but surely you're going to build the structure. And so that's the approach that I like to try and take towards fitness, and not just fitness, in all things. So definitely hope this helps. If you have any questions or comments or anything else, please send me a message. And if you need any help with your fitness, definitely reach out with that as well. So I want you all to stay happy, stay healthy, and stay hydrated.